Hello, lovies. It's your Auntie Lisa, the cool aunt, the non-judgmental aunt, the aunt you can tell anything to. Now, I've learned some life lessons, some of them the hard way. Let's find out what life lessons we have today with Auntie Lisa's Life Lessons. Hi, it's your Auntie Lisa. How are things with you, my lovies? I know that you have probably been having such a good day and you're happy to spend some time with me, right? Of course. Your Auntie Lisa loves you and is always here for you. So, my life lessons are lessons that I've learned throughout all my time on this earth. And let me tell you, there's been a lot of time on this earth. I'm not saying I'm old, mind you, but your Auntie Lisa is well seasoned, as some people would say, or experienced, as others would say, or downright old. And I was thinking today about all these newfangled things that the young people have. Oh, I'm playing up this old thing. But no, seriously, I was thinking about one specific thing that, we didn't have when I was younger. That is a godsend. A godsend. And I'm going to talk about it now. And this is a topic that a lot of people are probably going to be going, this is not a topic for polite conversation. This is not a topic that you talk about in public. But I say to that because I don't judge and I don't expect to be judged. But I know that almost every one of us has experience with this topic. And that is, quite frankly, underwear. Yes, panties, pantaloons, briefs, whatever you want to call them. The unmentionables. Well, they're mentionable. So this is what got me to thinking about it. I was talking to someone about being a person who menstruates and how that has its problems. I mean, we know it. There just comes problems with that can be just messy, unhappy. And they have these new things. Listen to me talking about like I've never heard of something this fancy before. But they have these things that are period underwear now. And it's underwear designed that if you should leak through whatever form of protection that you use, if you should leak, that it would not leak through the underwear into your clothes. There's like a barrier that catches it, so to speak, and kind of holds it in. It's a very absorbent barrier. And I just think that's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. We did not have that type of protection when I was younger. And let me tell you, and even though there should be no stigma at all about menstruating, there is. And if you leak, oh my God, you get so embarrassed, right? So that got me to thinking about all the different types of underwear that there are. And you would be saying, that's a funny thing to think about, Lisa. But it's true. I think about these things because when you look at underwear, for guys, you've got tighty-whities or briefs, boxers, boxer briefs, Speedos. I have seen bikini underwear for guys, and I have seen thong underwear for guys. I've seen it on a guy. It's just we won't go into that. But, there's all that different kind of underwear for guys. Now, you'd think, okay, that's a lot of different types of underwear. Now let's talk about us gals. The gals have thongs, G-strings, bikinis, high-rise bikinis, low-rise bikinis, briefs, granny panties. Now there are some great companies coming out with more, as I said, the period underwear. There's boxers for gals. They're cut a little differently than the boxers for guys. But boxers, boxer briefs, boxer shorts, boyfriend shorts, and I think I got it all, bicycle shorts. You can use bicycle shorts too for the underwears. It's a lot of different types of underwear. A lot of different types of underwear. And is it all really necessary? Oh, and that doesn't even begin to touch on things like the lingerie and the fancy frilly lacy stuff that, while might look very nice to our sexual partners, doesn't necessarily feel nice. This is probably the most important part of Aunt Lisa's life lesson today. Is the prettier the underwear, the less comfy it's going to be. I'm serious. I mean, it's gonna be less comfy. The lacy, frilly things, they're scratchy and they're itchy, but oh, they're so pretty. Look how pretty they are. Yeah. And then there's those high-rise underwears that are so sexy and they cause a wedgie like you ain't never heard of. And don't get me started on thongs. Thongs are just a wedgie. I mean, seriously. That's all a thong is a big old wedgie. Anyhow. That's what your Auntie Lisa's been thinking about today. In case you're wondering what I'm doing here with my hands while we're talking, if you're watching this on YouTube, you see me doing this. I'm working on a scarf for a friend of mine. I just thought I might make him a nice fluffy scarf. I do this kind of stuff. Your Auntie Lisa is very, what's the word I'm looking for? ADHD. And it's true. I do have ADD. So I'm always fidgeting. And it's better to fidget by making something in my book than it is just to fidget. So that's why I'm crocheting this scarf while we're talking. But getting back to the topic of underwear, have I ever had crocheted underwear? No. Would I want crocheted underwear? No. That's kind of right in that it might be pretty, but it's going to feel weird situation. Now, there was a time when ladies wore bloomers, long underwears with nice little ruffles around the knees. Those were worn underneath their petticoats, which was also a form of underwear. I mean, I could... This is not one of my normal topics of conversation, but I love to read about things and the types of underwear that they had in Edwardian times and Victorian times. Lord have mercy, we have it so much easier nowadays. And so many choices. And, oh, I know there was one other thing I wanted to mention about underwear. Now, you know Auntie Lisa's a big girl. She's fat. I'm not going to mince words about it. I am fat. But one thing I've noticed where underwear is concerned and being fat is concerned, if you start losing weight and you've lost enough weight that you have to go to a new size of underwear, that's a milestone, honey. Because underwear is not like, your pants or your dresses or anything where just one size difference, you're gonna notice it. No, you gotta lose a lot of weight to have to change to a new size of underwears. I speak from experience. And then if you gain so much weight that you have to get a new size of underwears, you know that you better be putting a rein in on it. Definitely putting a rein in on it. So that's why I have somebody in my family who recently said, "Hey, I need some new underwear. These are getting small." No, honey, those aren't getting small. You're getting big. There's a difference. Oh, come on. Now, Auntie Lisa loves you. It doesn't matter, big, small, in between. I love you no matter what. I'm just stating the obvious that if your underwears are starting to get small, more than likely it's because you're getting bigger. So anyway, if you're not embarrassed to tell me, what type of underwear do you love and what type of underwear do you hate? I hate the thongs, but I love, and I do mean this, I love a pair of women's boxer briefs. They are so comfy. Especially this one pair I have that comes down mid-thigh. Nothing moves around. I don't get wedgies. You can't see it under my clothes. There's no definite panty line or anything like that. Love them. Love them. They will be replacing my granny panties. Okay, all right, last story on this topic before we wrap it up today. There was once upon a time when Auntie Lisa was married to husband number 2. Husband number 2 was not the swiftest boat on the river, let me tell you that. For 1 year for Christmas, husband number 2 bought me white granny panties. A packet of white granny panties. The only thing that saved his bacon for that being his Christmas present to me that year was the fact that I thought it was hilarious and he actually got the size right. If he had bought me white granny panties that were too big, I would have been livid. But yeah. There's many reasons why he is husband number 2 and not husband number current. And that was just one of them. White granny panties. No. Underwear is not an acceptable gift unless you're buying it for your sexual partner because, you think it'll spice things up. And even then, just know, you're not going to wear it but for those special times with you because it's uncomfortable. All right, that's enough of that. I am your Auntie Lisa. Remember my mantra and our mantra together, which is be bold, be brave, be unstoppable, and I love you just the way you are. Bye.